Hello everybody, and welcome to Let's Play Pokemon Leaf Green. Finally! Holy shit, I've wanted to get started with this for so long, but so many things have been keeping me from doing it, and I'm just so extremely excited to actually start playing this game, because honestly it's one of my favorites in the Pokemon series, and I'll be gushing about it the whole time. I love Pokemon, so let's just get this shit started. Various button controls, which aren't really that important. I'll go over them as they're necessary. In the world which you are about to enter, you'll embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. Gather information and hints from every source. New paths will open to you by helping people in need, overcoming challenges, and solving mysteries. At times, you will be challenged by others and attacked by wild creatures. Be brave and keep pushing on. Through your adventure, we hope that you will interact with all sorts of people and achieve personal growth. That's our biggest objective. Press the A button and let your adventure begin. Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. For some people, Pokemon are pets. Others use them for battling. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. But first, tell me a little about yourself. Now tell me, are you a boy or are you a girl? Well, I'm a boy. That's just how bottom line is. Let's begin with your name. What is it? And this, let's go with Discord, because that is who I am, and Electric Discord won't fit. Actually, I think Discord itself barely fits. Yeah, it fills up the character slots, so we're Discord, it's meant to be. Right, so your name is Discord. That's not a real name. This is my grandson. He's been your rival since you were both babies. What was his name now? So this old man can't remember his own son's name. Now you can pretty much name him whatever you want, which is pretty hilarious because you can name him like Ass Face, fucking Poop Lord, shit like that is just like ridiculous. But I feel like it would really ruin some of the shit, so I'm going to name him Gary, which is what his name was in the anime, and it's what most people would know him as just seeing that sprite. Was it Gary? Yeah, it was. That's right, I remember now. His name is Gary. He lives right next door to him. Discord. Your very own Pokemon legend is about to unfold. A world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go! And just like that, we're put into the middle of the action of the game. With not really action, but we're just thrown right into the game. It's perfect. Everything is good. First things first, though. Controls, left, right, up, down, all that stuff for moving, obviously. A is to select things, B is to deselect things, and they have more uses later on. What else is there? L and R actually open up help screens, which I'm going to try to avoid opening as long, and might as well just do it now. Greetings, this is the help system. Call me whenever and wherever you need by pressing the L or R button. The help messages change to suit the situation, so check them often, please. And then you can check about this game, what should I do in this situation. I can't get out of a room. Stairs are... I've never read most of these, but later on you can find like type matchups and shit for the game. It's really cool. Discord booted up the PC, and a little staple in the series is if you check your item storage in your PC as soon as the game starts, more often than not there is actually a potion there to start you out with, which is pretty cool. It's a nice little basic thing to heal, to do something we can't do yet. Select is to use an item that has been registered in the bag, we can't do that yet. And Start opens up your menu, which, as you can see, gives you an option to go to your bag, where we can get that potion we just got, along with other things. You can check your trainer card, which lists how long you've been playing, how much money you have, the badges you have, and your name. On the back there's nothing, it's just a trainer card, there's nothing special about it. You can save the game, which I'm not going to do right now, and more importantly, you can change the options, where you can change the text speed to fast, which is god-awful when it's not fast. Mono, you can set to stereo, which I'm going to do. And then frame, you can change the battle style. This is like Generation 2 style, which I really like, but I'm just going to stick with normal. I'm trying to figure out where should I have my headphones set. Okay, there we go. Looks like we have a nest right here. Let's go play with the nest, yeah. Okay, time to go. Well, let's save then. Supposed to notice. If you're confused, ask for help. Press the L or R button. Did it already. Gotcha beat game. Did it before I even left my room. And this is our darling mother. Our mom, as it is. Right, all boys leave home someday. It said so on TV. Oh yes, Professor Oak next door is looking for you. First of all, Mom, you probably shouldn't do all of your parenting based on what is on TV. I mean, there's shit like cops and shit. I don't think we really want cops to be dictating our children. And this is, of course, my house, not my mom's house. Not the dad's house that I never had, apparently. And just like that, this is also Gary's house, not Professor Oak's, who he apparently lives with. But, you know, might as well check it out. And that's not Professor Oak or Gary, actually. That's Daisy. Hi, Discord. I'm Daisy. My brother Gary is at Grandpa's lab. Okay, so we're getting a bit of a run around here. That's a map of the Kanto region. That'd be pretty cool. Too bad we don't have one of those. We're basically getting a run around. Like, Mom told us to go next door. Next door, they told us to go to Oak's lab. It's basically just exploring this very tiny town, really. But it's a good little opening just to teach you, like, what you should be doing in the world. Oh, look. Trainer tips. Press start to open the menu. Beat you to it, game, once again. Pallet Town, shades of your journey await. So, this is just the starting town. It's nice, good little, like, starting, slow-going music. I really like it. Technology is incredible. You can now store and recall items and Pokemon as data via PC. Yep. And this is Oak's lab, which is where Daisy told us to go to meet up with Gary. Hopefully, this is the end of all of our running around, maybe? What, it's only Discord? Gramps isn't around. Is that it? Is that all you have to say to me? Okay, what's over here? These are Pokeballs. They contain Pokemon. Cool. What are these? It's like an encyclopedia, but the pages are blank. Huh. Press start to open the menu. Okay. Alright, well, any of you guys know what's up? Professor Oak may not look like much, but he's the authority on Pokemon. Many Pokemon trainers hold him in high regard. Okay. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. Cool. I study Pokemon as Professor Oak's aide. Okay. Yeah, just a lot of aides here. But that's pretty much all there is in town. We can go back to talk to Mom, but she'll just tell us that that Professor Oak was looking for us. But as it is, it doesn't seem like Professor Oak is anywhere in town, which is pretty lousy since he's even looking for us. So I guess maybe he left. Maybe we should go search. So go search beyond town, leave town, see what's up. Hey, wait! Don't go out. It's unsafe. Wild Pokemon live in tall grass. You need your own Pokemon for your protection. I know. Here, come with me. And he's gonna take us back to the lab, which is where he should have been the whole time. I don't know exactly where this man was hiding. I don't know how he avoided our grasp in this really tiny town, but somehow he did. Gramps, I'm fed up with waiting. Gary, let me think. Oh, that's right, I told you to come. Just wait. Here, Discord. There are 3 Pokemon here. The Pokemon are held inside these Pokeballs. When I was young, I was a serious Pokemon trainer. But now, in my old age, I have only these 3 left. You can have one. Go on, choose. Hey, Gramps, not fair. What about me? Be patient, Gary. You can have one too. So yes, we now must make the most important decision of our entire lives up to this point, and choose one of these 3 Pokemon to accompany us on our entire journey of what we're going to be doing. There's basically 3 choices here. I just went through them. There's Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander. Bulbasaur is more special-oriented, specializing in both special attack and special defense. It's a grass-poison type, so it's dual-type by start. By default, I guess, would be the correct term. Which is a dual-type, technically, but it's such a common dual-type. Like, I'm pretty sure there's only one pure grass-type even this entire game. So really, it's not that much of a dual-type. It's kind of just grass-poison, which is pretty much its subtype by now, is at least how I feel. Then we have Bulbasaur, who specializes more, or not Bulbasaur, fuck. Then we have Squirtle, who specializes more in special defense and regular defense. I'll go over what these stats mean exactly later. But he specializes in defense, being a, you know, turtle. With a shell and everything. Pretty slow, but pretty good. However, I think that there are better water types in the game. And I'll be using another Pokemon that I think is a better water type eventually. And then we have Charmander, everyone's favorite from this generation. And personally, mine too. but that's not why I'm choosing him. He will, as spoiler-free as I can be, eventually become a dual type, whereas Squirtle will just stay a pure water type, and that dual typing I think is very good, and it's Charmander... Fuck. I apologize. Charmander specializes in most of his attack stats and speed, and honestly, I just think fire types are few and far between in this game, so I think Charmander's the best bet. And we received the Charmander from Professor Oak, our first Pokemon ever. Do you want to give a nickname to this Charmander? I might eventually, but at the moment, I don't think I can think of anything creative. I'm terrible at giving nicknames, actually. So... And then he decides to take Squirtle, who, if you play Pokemon, know is... Actually, I'll go over it in just a sec. Wait, Discord, let's check out our Pokemon. Come on, I'll take you on. And out of fucking nowhere, this asshole just decides to try to take us down immediately after getting his Pokemon. He doesn't know what's going on. But now we get introduced to the battle system, where I think Pokemon is very good, honestly. It's really simple, but it works very well. Oh, for Pete's sake, so pushy as always. Discord, you've never had a Pokemon battle before, have you? Pokemon battle is when trainers pit their Pokemon against each other. Trainer that makes the other trainer's Pokemon faint by lowering their HP to 0 wins. Rather than talking about it, you'll learn more from experience. Try battling and see for yourself. So yeah, this is pretty much the battle system. If you've ever played Pokemon before, which I would find very, very rare, since pretty much everyone's played Pokemon, I think. At least once, and even if they don't like it, they've played it. It's basically rock, paper, scissors. Certain types are very effective against other types, and some of types are weak against other types. What basically happened here is we picked Charmander, the fire type, and, well, logically, water kind of puts out fire, so paper covers rock. We're the rock in the situation. And basically what we have here are 2 normal type attacks. I don't think you can find out what they do unless you use them, so let's use Scratch. I'm just going to do a little bit of damage, and inflicting damage on the foe is the key to any battle, because Pokemon whose health reaches 0 first loses. Then we also have Growl here, which you will see lowers the Squirtle's attack, and Oak will say lowering the foe's stats will put you at an advantage, which is true. Now that we lowered his attack, he's lowered our defense, so literally there was no change. I'll go over more into stats as they become relevant. Right now they're not very relevant because we just have normal type attacks, well, normal physical type attacks, and I'm not speaking very well. All 3 Pokemon, really, have pretty much equal stats at the beginning, unless you get a critical hit. Critical hit is a, kind of like a random lucky strike, so to speak, that does double the normal amount of damage and ignores all stat changes. So if he lowered our attack, then our attack was normal for the critical hit. Doubled. And we took him out. We took out Squirtle and won our first Pokemon battle. And well, I think Oak will go over this. Maybe? What? Unbelievable. I picked the wrong Pokemon. And we get 80 bucks. 80 Poke. Excellent. If you win, you earn prize money and your Pokemon will grow. Battle other trainers and make your Pokemon strong. That's basically what that blue bar was. That's our experience. We get that after winning a battle. Okay, I'll make my Pokemon battle to toughen it up. Discord Gramps, smell you later. What does Oak have to say about all that, actually? Discord, raise your young Pokemon by making it battle. It has to battle for it to grow, which is true. And now you can see that another option was added for our Charmander. And from here, you can check his stats, his nature, which has a lot of meaning in the way his stats grow. But as far as just playing the game normally goes, it's not really a thing you need to freak out over. You can see here that Charmander's attack and special attack and also speed are very high. Not very high, but higher than the other stats. And you can also see that his ability is Blaze, which it doesn't... The ability blurbs here don't really describe the ability very well, in my opinion. Blaze, quote-unquote, ups fire moves in a pinch. A pinch means that his fire attacks become stronger when he is at 1/3 HP or less. Then here you can see his moves, and you can check exactly what they do. Like, this does 40 damage and will always hit, assuming no conditions have been changed. There are moves that do that. And it just does 40 power damage, which is calculated very complicatedly. And Growl lowers the attack after growling cutely. Yeah, basically it in Oak's lab, and now we have our first Pokemon. And I guess we're ready to go out into the world. Let's actually speak to our mother, see what she has to say about this. Discord, you should take a quick rest. And that noise, get used to healing it, that means your Pokemon have been healed. Oh good, you and your Pokemon are looking great. Take care now. Okay, so she had literally no reaction at all to our Pokemon. She's like, yeah, you look great. Cool. Bye. And now we're leaving town and taking our steps onto Route 1. The first route, the first of many routes we're going to encounter. Connects Pallet Town to Viridian City, and like Oak said, in these tall grass Pokemon appear. Basically, the only Pokemon that appear on this route are Pidgey, which we're fighting right now, and Rattata, which we will probably fight sooner or later. Both of these Pokemon are pretty much just early starting game, beginning of the game, whatever, just not very strong. However, I think of the two, Pidgey is the more redeemable one. It can evolve into pretty... It's more bulky, more defensive than anything else. So it is useful. I just think there are better flying types in the game. And Rattata, not many redeeming qualities, really. It has an okay attack stat, but it really just falls behind other Pokemon after it evolves. That guy over there gave us a potion. Talk to all the NPCs, because some of them do just randomly give you things, and it's pretty great, actually. So we're just going to continue along Route 1. What do you have to say, actually? See these ledges along the road? It's a bit scary, but you can jump from them. You can get back to Pallet Town quicker that way. Up, we hit a Pokemon. Get used to that. And here's Rattata, top percentage and everything. Rattata is just a normal type. Pidgey is a normal and flying type. There are actually no pure flying types or primary fighting types. Did I say fighting? Flying types. They all either have flying as a second type and something else, whether it's fire flying, electric flying, whatever. One of the 17 types plus normal type. Or plus flying, rather. Whatever. You know what I mean, I think. And Charmander learned Ember, our first elemental attack, and now I guess I can get into the different types of attacks. Basically, let's get into a battle so I can explain it kind of while we're doing something. All 17 types in these games, I think there's only 6. However many types there are in this generation, either 16, 17, or 18, I'm not entirely sure off the top of my head. They're all categorized in 2 ways, special attacks, and physical attacks. Special attacks take from your special attack stat and are removed from your special defense stat. And physical attacks do the same thing, just with physical. I'll probably put up a chart on screen to show which attacks are special and which ones are physical, because I don't know all of them off the top of my head. I'm sure I could think about it if I really thought, but I don't really want to do that, because it's actually a lot of work, in my mind at least. And, well, it's easier to just throw up a chart that's doing the same thing. So now we have reached Viridian City, the first stop on our journey. And honestly, I think that's about it for this episode. I'm probably going to keep these like 20 minutes. I think that's how I was doing at the end of Half-Life Source, but whatever. Next time, we're going to continue in Viridian City, see what else is possibly open to us in this world, and continue with our Pokemon journey. This has been Electric Discord. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.